Previously, on A Question of Trek.
This is the cube. It's damaged, but long-range scans say it's still a threat.
It's a trap. Red alert.
Helm, evasive maneuvers. They'll attempt another assimilation of Earth.
We've got company. Security reports a small group of Borg on Deck 6.
Direct hit. They've gone after the engineering hull again.
Battle bridge to main bridge. We are go for launch, Captain.
Good hunting, Admiral.
Warning, the ship has sustained heavy damage.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the USS Robinson. Its mission to seek out strange new worlds, but not as strange as us, of course, new lives and new civilizations, and to boldly go where no one has gone before.
Captain, we're receiving a distress beacon.
Can you determine its point of origin?
Affirmative, Captain. Its point of origin is Sector 458762.
I don't believe I'm familiar with that sector.
Did you say Sector 458762?
That's right.
Talk to me, guys. What's so special about that sector? You seem familiar with it.
That is where we encountered the Borg, and your predecessor gave his life to defeat them.
Are you saying there could be Borg active in that area?
Either that or... No. No, it couldn't be.
There is only one way to find out.
Very well. Helm set course for Sector 458762.
Captain, I'm picking up a very faint spatial anomaly, which seems to have a signature similar to a Borg transwarp conduit, but it's very small and it's fading rapidly.
Okay, beam it aboard. There seems to be a recording on here.
Play it. It could be from a survivor.
This is Captain Conti of the USS Robinson. I'm trapped on a Borg cube and we are in an unknown part of space. If you are seeing this, it means I was successful in using one of the Borg transwarp coils to open up a low-level conduit so I could send this pad through. Also, if you are seeing this message, then get me the hell out of here, you bastards!
He's alive! Admiral's Log, Stardate 62147.8. We are preparing to depart for a full scan of Sector 458762. Our mission is to investigate a communication received from Captain ContinuumTrek, who is missing, presumed killed in action.
Robinson to Franklin, you are cleared for launch.
Acknowledged. Departing now.
Good luck, Admiral. Captain's log, Stardate 62147.8. We are en route to Deep Space Nine to meet with representatives from Starfleet Command and Starfleet Security. After the recent message from Captain Conti, we must analyse whether this is a genuine call for help or a new method of Borg entrapment. Admiral, we have no indication that this transmission is a Borg deception.
That may be so, but we have to be certain. The Borg are capable of scheming.
With respect, sir, they don't tend to use dead Starfleet officers as a lure. They don't seem to believe they would need to. They just show up and start assimilating.
It's true. They even try to assimilate people who are trying to help them. It's like an impulse thing with them.
They used me to coax the Federation into joining them. Doesn't that count?
No, Captain. They stuck bits of Borg tech in you and pointed you at Earth. They didn't dangle a guy we thought was dead in front of a camera and use them to ask us to pop over and pick him up. There is a difference.
This meeting feels like it's getting tense. Perhaps we should stop for a coffee break and let everyone cool down.
Coffee, you say? I'm in.
Do you have anything yet?
Negative, Admiral. No sign of a transwarp signature as yet. Interesting.
What is it, Zoe?
Helm, evasive maneuvers. Hard to port now.
What's going on?
A transwarp conduit is opening directly beside us, Admiral. Something's coming through. There seems to be an open channel on a subspace carrier wave. I think we might be able to communicate.
It's not like the Borg to have an open channel for just anyone to send a communique. Can you tell what frequency is being used and what signature it has?
It's difficult to tell since the transwarp conduit is so weak, which is making it difficult to determine who's actually sending the signal.
Very well. I will send a message through on that frequency. Don't worry, I will take full responsibility. This is Admiral Brainy, commander of the USS Franklin, to members broadcasting on this open channel.
Join Starfleet, travel the galaxy, have a few laughs. Ugh. All this and pay, they said. I didn't even get paid. Now here I am trying to avoid getting nanoprobes injected into every orifice in my body.
This is Admiral Brainy, commander of the USS Franklin, to members broadcasting on this open channel. Can you please identify yourselves?
Admiral, is that you? Where are you? Wait, they gave you another ship.
Indeed they did, and she's a beauty if I don't say so myself.
You did say so yourself. Where are you?
Sector 458762 on the other side of the transwarp conduit, which I can only assume you set up.
Sector what? Like I'm supposed to know where that is.
That's just typical, isn't it?
What?
We come all this way to rescue you, and all you can do is throw snark over minutiae.
Well, if you're here to rescue me, then get on with it before I end up being assimilated and have some stupid name like 7 of 9 or Locutus of Borg.
Fine, on one condition.
On one condition? It's your duty as a Starfleet officer to help those in need.
All in good time. Just simply admit that Star Trek III The Search for Spock is not a rehash of Spock's brain.
Never! I'd rather be assimilated.
Do it!
Grrr, fine, but I won't forget this. Star Trek III The Search for Spock is not a rehash of Spock's... No!
Conti, are you still there? Captain, do you read me? Captain Conti, please respond. Zoe, can you raise Captain Conti?
No, Admiral. His signal is dead. Also, I cannot find his biosignature on the Borg cube.
Damn.
If he has been captured by the Borg, Captain Conti will no doubt be assimilated. A very invasive procedure which will not only mean cybernetic implants throughout his body, but his mind will be linked to the hive. He will undoubtedly be scarred emotionally, psychologically, and physically. Permanently.
We need to rescue him first, preferably before Conti is assimilated. Zoe, assemble an away team. We are going over there to rescue our former captain.
Admiral, they've raised an electromagnetic field around the cube. We won't be able to beam over. Sir, we're receiving a hail from the Borg.
On screen.
I am incontinent of Borg. Your ass will be stimulated.
Don't you mean assimilated?
Affirmative. That too.
Oh, How frightful.
Helm, get us out of here. Set course for Sector 001 maximum warp.
Aye, sir.
Engage.
Commander Zoe, status on the Borg cube.
The cube is at 300 kilometers and gaining on us at warp 9.95.
Can we increase speed to warp 9.99?
We could, but we would have to redirect power from other systems to compensate. Although, we could connect the Franklin's core to alleviate stress on the warp core of the Robinson and have them operate in tandem.
Get it done.
That's a great idea, Admiral. Also, may I suggest that Captain Conti is currently, even on a subconscious level, trying to fight off the hive mind, and his actions may be the result of a need to commit suicide, and, by proxy, destroy the Borg cube.
How so?
Well, it occurs to me that heading to Sector 001 without stopping to assimilate any other worlds or technology to build up resources or manpower is somewhat suspicious, as the Borg are not the threat they used to be.
They could just be overconfident in their ability to conquer Earth.
Exactly. And since when were the Borg ever overconfident?
Since they assimilated Captain Conti.
Exactly. Overconfidence is a human emotion, even a weakness in some cases.
I wonder what other weaknesses they assimilated from Captain Conti. Helm, drop us out of warp and get ready to engage the Borg. Divert all power to weapons and shields and use the Franklin's core to supplement our own.
The Borg are now hailing us.
On screen. Give up. We will never surrender. We would rather die than be assimilated. You might as well turn around and go back to the Delta Quadrant.
That is irrelevant. You will be assimilated. We will never give you up.
Commander Zoe, close the channel.
Aye, sir.
Remember the time when Captain Conti rigged your holoprogram of the Vulcan Monastery?
You mean how he programmed Surak, the father of Vulcan logic, to rickroll through the Kolinar ritual while dressed in a white suit with shoulder pads and a sombrero?
Exactly. Those algorithms are still in the database, and they were transferred over from the previous ship named Robinson. Could we somehow upload that into the Borg hive mind?
Yes. I knew I would have the chance to exact my retribution in a humorous manner.
Oh dear. Poor Conti. Being rickrolled will scar him more than being assimilated ever could.
It's a risk I'm willing to take.
I'm extracting the algorithm now and sending it to the cube on a low-frequency carrier wave, but it will only go undetected if we piggyback it on an open comms channel with the Borg.
Open a channel. This is your last chance. Turn around and go home or be destroyed.
Destruction is irrelevant. We will never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna turn around and desert you. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna turn around and desert you. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna turn around and desert you.
Captain, the cube is going into overload. It will self-destruct in a few minutes.
Beam Captain Conti over from the cube straight into sickbay. Helm, get us out of here.
May I ask what you are doing? That is the captain's chair.
Yeah, and I'm the captain.
Not of this ship.
I have not been relieved by Superior, nor was I notified of any dismissal. Last time I checked, I was still captain of the USS Robinson.
Oh dear. This is not going to end well.